for my favorite. Well, I would say my most favorite segment, but the last segment of tonight's show.
Your last most favorite segment.
The last segment of today's show was going to be my most favorite, I think, of the year. Oh. But it's secret. I just said that you guys didn't say what.
We'll give them a little teaser up front there.
Joining me is Frank H. Walters Jr. for his very last 2008 World of Trivia.
Today in
history. And what the heck was Janet dancing to in the 80s? Welcome to our last show. It's a little sad, isn't it?
Well, it's not sad because that means we get to start a whole new year.
Yeah, that we do.
Okay, there's a silver lining to every cloud. It's not the last show. It's the last show of the beginning of the new year. Right?
Whatever. Today in history, Frankie.
No. Let's do the question first.
The World of Trivia.
Last week's question was, why was the planet nearest the sun given the name Mercury?
Do you know who is an astrology freak in our company?
No.
David Sherer.
Really?
Really. He even told me why Neptune was named Neptune.
Okay.
Why
is that?
Because it's blue or something.
Okay.
But he's an astrology freak, and he knew this answer.
Of course, because it's the closest one to the sun. It's got the shortest orbit, so it makes its orbit is only 88 days. It goes around the sun every 88 days, whereas this, it takes...
Well, and its name was the god.
Well, yeah, but Mercury was the fleet-footed god. He was the one with the wings on his feet.
Yeah, and that's why
the FTD guy.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah,
right.
And that's why Flash Gordon has the little wings on his mask.
That's right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until our freak of a coworker.
And William Calvin got that right, and so he wins 2 tickets to this weekend's performance at the Tampa Improv featuring Brian Bradley. Is he coming on today?
Yeah,
he's coming.
Yeah,
Very good.
Here.
Okie dokie. Okay, and this is because of this whole automobile industry bailout thing, and all that. I figured I would do an automobile question because all the Christmas questions were no good anyway. So, what was the original purpose of automobile hood ornaments?
It wasn't to get stolen?
No.
Okay.
And it wasn't so you could wear it around your neck either.
And if you know the answers, please email Frankie at trivia@tampabaymediatalk.com, and you just might win 2 tickets to the Improv.
Whoa, there we go.
I guess it would be who's ever performing the first weekend of July.
January,
yeah. Ooh.
July.
Whatever the other day month.
Okay, today in history, in 1787, we allowed New Jersey to be the 3rd state to enter the United States of America. What were we thinking? Okay. In 1957, in Shippingport Atomic Power Station in Pennsylvania, was the first commercial electric generating station to go online, to use nuclear energy.
Really?
In 57.
To go online, huh?
Yep.
That means online.
Yeah. We were actually taking power from it, and it was all totally working. In 61, the Tokens got their first hit single with The Lion Sleeps Tonight. And the reason I threw that in is I met these guys one day at a fundraiser over in St. Pete. When they used to let me shoot, I would go...
When you actually had cameras?
Yeah, I did a VNR, and I met all these guys, and they were all great, and they
those
still
of you who
sounded
don't know
so
what
good.
VNR, sorry, that's a video news release.
Yes. In 65, Gemini 7 splashed down on this day, and I actually touched that thing. That's in a museum over in Melbourne. I saw that thing over there.
Let me do this.
Okay, and in 84, Christopher Guest and Jamie Lee Curtis got married today at Rob Reiner's house in L.A.
That's a good friend to have,
That's
right?
a good friend to have. Birthdays today, Chaz Chandler, who was Jimi Hendrix's manager and Slade's manager, would have been 70 had he stayed alive, but he didn't take all that good care of himself. Today is Keith Richards' birthday. He is 65 years old.
Wow, and he looks every day of 65.
165.
No kidding.
Today is Steven Allen Spielberg's birthday. He's 62. Today's Brad Pitt's birthday. He's the same age as me. He's 45. Stunning Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
44 today. Exactly, right?
Wow.
And in 1971, we were listening to Family Affair by Sly and the Stone, an old-fashioned love song by Three Dog Night.
I like that song.
79, we were listening to Please Don't Go by the Sunshine Band, their only ballad, right? And in 87, Janet,
yes,
Faith by George Michael or Is This Love by Whitesnake?
I would be a George Michael fan.
Okay.
So, I didn't
There
really
you go.
do hair bands. I wasn't so big on that, but I'm thinking you were a Whitesnake
Well, that was a
fan.
ballad. No, I wasn't.
No?
I didn't listen to the radio at all during the 80s.
Is that the one where Tawny was all over the hood of the car? Is this love? And
Yeah,
she's doing
David Coverdale. Yeah, exactly.
You know, Frank, this is it. This is trivia for 2008.
I hope it's a good one. I hope one gets the question right. It was a good
somebody's
question.
Yeah, it was a good question. Anybody respond yet?
I don't know. I'll have to go look at my computer.
Now, you're coming back with us, so you can't leave.
I'll see you at the end of the show.
You'll see us for a very special performance.
Yes, you do.
We're going to take our next break. As soon as I return, we're going to be chatting with David Warner, editor of Creative Loafing. Remember, each week in over 2,600 locations, fresh ink hits the stands. Pick up your weekly edition of Weekly Planet. We'll see you right back here in 60 seconds.